Hey everyone, today for you guys I have a haul video. Oh my gosh, I have not done a haul in such a long time because to be honest, I don't haul very much. Thanks to my husband, I am very careful with my money and how I spend it. And I'm one of those people, I spend a little bit here and there, but I'm not somebody who ever really specifically goes out on like a shopping day. Oh my gosh, what is this hair doing? Random tangent. But I typically don't just go out and decide to spend a lot of money. But I wanted to get some clothes for kind of, I don't know, when I say specific occasion, it's not just like one thing. I still need to make a video on what I'm talking about, and I promise that that'll be coming soon. Anyway, I needed clothes for a certain thing, so I went to go get those. I also had some money to pick up some random beauty bits and just a couple of random things along the way. Bryce also got me some Valentine's Day gifts and stuff, so I just thought that I would show you guys all that I was able to get. I hope that you guys really enjoyed the new background as well. I don't know if you guys noticed in my last few videos, I didn't have anybody comment on it, but I knew just looking at the videos myself, it was really bothering me. There was this awful glare in the back due to the kind of French door window things that I got going on here, and it just used to really bother me. So I decided to have Bryce go in and install some shears just to help minimize that. I hope that you guys enjoy it and find it a little bit more pleasing so you're not seeing my wonderful reflection behind me. Let's just get started. I'm going to start with the kind of makeup beauty bits just because I think that that's what some of you are most interested in, and then we'll move on to the rest of my kind of fashion and clothing stuff. The first thing I want to show you guys is one of the items that I'm most excited about. This is from Stila, and this is their, oh god, I didn't even keep the box, and of course, why would the name be on the palette? It was the holiday palette that they released this year. I think it was called something about gifting. Oh, it's right here. A Whole Lot of Love gift set. It has 20 eyeshadows, 4 blushes, and then a deluxe size of their new huge extreme lash mascara. When this was released, I think that I saw it first in Sephora. I was obsessed with it. Like, nobody talked about this palette. Like, I don't think over the entire holiday season I heard one person talk about this, but I remember going into the store and swatching it, and I was like, this is really impressive. So Bryce and I, we went over to Nordstrom Rack to just kind of look around, and they actually had this over there for I think like $25. So it was such a fantastic deal. The palette is super cute. It kind of comes looking almost like a love note, and then you open it up and you have 4 blushes, the 20 eyeshadows, and then the mascara. What I liked so much about this palette originally when I saw it in store is the fact that you get so much variety, and the eyeshadows aren't like boring, everyday, kind of neutral colors. I mean, as somebody who collects so much makeup, I just have all of the neutrals under the sun, I feel like. And while I do enjoy a very good, well put together neutral palette, it does get quite boring. So I like that you have like pops of purple, pops of blue, you have some pinks, but overall the entire spectrum is still very wearable. It comes with their brand new huge mascara, which I've been dying to try, and then 4 absolutely stunning blush shades, and I knew that I absolutely needed to have this. I am wearing this for my makeup today. I have this really pretty pink blush shade on, a mixture of a bunch of the eyeshadows, and then the mascara on as well. And I must say that I'm very impressed with the way that the palette performed. The blushes are so pigmented, and every single one of the shades I think is gorgeous. I was swatching just tons of the eyeshadows, and I feel like they are so buttery and so pigmented and just beautiful, and I am really impressed with the mascara. I just think the entire presentation of this is just really cute, but if I had to give, I don't know, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because while it is super aesthetically pleasing and is probably one of the prettiest palettes I own, it's not very practical. Like, I don't know how much I'm going to want to go through and have to do this each day, so I'm thinking about possibly depotting these and putting them in a magnetic palette. But it's so cute that I don't know if I will, but we'll see. If you guys have a Nordstrom Rack, I would highly recommend you go check this out, because this is a great deal for a lot of amazing Stila products. The next product that I picked up is another one that I've been wanting forever. This is the box, which I don't know why. I mean, with this I threw the box away, but with this I didn't, even though I bought all of this stuff at the same time yesterday. I really hate keeping boxes for hauls, and I know it's kind of like the YouTube thing to do, but I don't know, I just don't enjoy doing it. But this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Pressed Finishing Powder. Now I can toss that. This is what it looks like. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. I have been wanting this powder for such a long time, but I told myself I need to go through some of my other powders first, and I went through and I did kind of a clean out recently. I'm still working on getting all my declutter videos edited so I can upload them, and I don't know if by the time I upload this if I'll have one of those videos up or not yet, but either way, I was going through and decluttering my makeup, so I got rid of some of my powders, so I thought let's go in and let's start replacing and get some stuff that I've been been sort of eyeballing for a while. So this is the one that I got. It's in the shade Naked Medium Light. It fits my skin tone absolutely perfectly. If you're kind of MAC NC20, then this is great. I absolutely love this powder. I'm wearing it today and I'm very impressed. It does not look like powder at all on the skin. Like, it is the least powdery looking powder I think I have in my collection. It's so fine and so beautiful, but I like how it's pressed so that it's not super messy. Of course, the packaging is gorgeous. The Urban Decay Gunmetal I think is just like the best packaging in the world, so I'm very happy with that. And then, ooh, as I spill it, no, this isn't finally, but the next sort of face product that I got is this new foundation. This is from Clinique. It is the Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. This is what the box looks like. So now I can toss that. I got this in the shade 1 Linen. Focus, focus, focus. No, it's probably not going to. But like I said, it's in the shade Linen. I think that this is the second to lightest shade, and I am, again, very, very impressed with this. I picked this up because Candy Johnson raved about it. She did a whole video dedicated to this, and when I went to go check it out at the Dillard's Clinique counter, it was very inexpensive. It's like a $27 foundation, which for high-end foundations, it's very hard to find anything underneath the $40 mark anymore. So I was kind of swatching it, I was playing with it. The shade looked perfect, so I was like, you know what, let's go in and let's do it. Today I applied it for the first time because I got it yesterday, and I need a minute to collect my thoughts on this. This is a very unique product. It does claim to be a foundation and concealer in one. I need to stop rambling because I know that this is not what this video is about. It's not me reviewing, even though I want to. But overall, the whole gist of it for me, very full coverage, like super full coverage. A little bit goes a very long way. I like that I actually can use this as a foundation and concealer. The shade is wonderful. Most Clinique foundations are way, way, way too pink for me. Like, I don't know why they make their foundations so pinky. But for people like myself that are very yellow toned, it's very hard to get matched in a Clinique foundation. I still feel like if you're kind of in the deeper range, you're a little bit screwed if you're yellowy toned. But if you're like on the light sort of spectrum of things and you like a nice yellow tone foundation, then Linen is going to be great for you. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. I checked it out in natural lighting in the car, and I feel like it's a really good match overall. I will definitely be talking about this in a separate video. You guys can let me know if you want a review dedicated to this, because I will definitely do one if you want one. If not, I'm sure I'll feature it in a favorites or something like that so I can talk to you guys a little bit more about it. But first impression wise, I'm quite impressed. I'm very excited to try this out with more things. And then very finally, for beauty bits, I picked up some of the NYX Slide On Glide On, definitely a turn on, waterproof extreme lip liners. I think Emily Noel was talking about these, and for me, I am a huge person who loves these long wearing, very super creamy lip liners like this. I think that they are the best formula because I do not like typical wooden pencil liners where I really feel like they just drag at the lips. So when I heard that NYX released these, I was like, yeah, I need to go pick some up. So I picked up the shades, what's this one? Sugar Glass. It's a very like brown tone nude, very on trend. The next one that I picked up is Red Tape. Yes, Red Tape. This is a classic red color. It's very kind of neutral in tone, medium toned. I think it'll go with a lot of different red lipsticks. And then this one, kind of fun for spring and summer, Sweet Pink. It's kind of like a fuchsia pink color. So I'm very excited to give these a try. I have not tried them yet. I thought about putting this one on today, but I thought it might be a little bit too loud with more of the natural makeup that I had going on. So I will wait and I will start playing with these soon, but I'm very excited. I think that these were $8, so very reasonably priced. And if they are very long wearing and if they work, then I'm definitely going to pick up more because they had some other shades I was interested in. The Ulta, now where I live though, I've come to realize is really, really poorly stocked. I think it's because I live in a bigger city, and it's very disappointing because now I feel like I'm feeling that struggle, which I never used to feel before because where I used to live is such a small town. It was very hard to find things that weren't in stock, but I'm starting to feel it now, which I don't love it. Let's move on to our fashiony style bits. I first want to talk about some shoes that I picked up because I actually bought shoes. I never buy shoes. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big shoe person. I want to be a big shoe person, but I am one of those people that I find like those couple of pairs that I absolutely love and then I wear them to death. I just have a hard time spending money on shoes, but I kind of have this new thing for this year. I feel like I focus so much on beauty and skincare and hair care and just like the beauty world in general, and that's where I focus all my time, attention, and kind of extra money towards. I want to sort of not you know, drift away from that, but I want to sort of start to allocate more of that money into fashion because I always feel like my style is something that I need to improve on. I don't feel like I have a bad style, I just don't feel like I have a particular style. So that is sort of my thing for this year. I want to be more able to outwardly express, you know, how I want to put myself out there to the world through more than just makeup. So, ooh, that got really deep. Did not mean that. I feel like my pony is all kinds of sassy today. Okay, get back on track. So that's kind of why I went through and why I did all this, because I'm just trying to revamp my closet a little bit and kind of feel better about the things that I wear. So first up are these. So I told Bryce that I want flowers for Valentine's Day, and he got me these. Boom. So excited. These are from Ted Baker London. They are, I think they're called the Nico. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say anywhere, so I don't know. But they're these beautiful floral heels that have a rose gold kind of metal tip here, and then they kind of have this beautiful rose gold color lining. You guys know anything rose gold, I'm just like, done, has to be mine. So I am absolutely obsessed with these. They fit like a dream. I'm definitely still gonna have to break them in a little bit, but they also have a cute little Ted Baker rose gold logo there on the back. I am just obsessed with these. Like, if I could put myself in a shoe, I'm pretty sure that this would be it. I mean, the only other thing you could do would make the entire thing rose gold, and maybe that would be more so my style, or, you know, me. But I absolutely love these. I think that the floral kind of satin print is very unique. I think it's super fun, and I just love the entire color scheme. Everything about these shoes I am seriously obsessed with. So yeah, I don't know where you can buy Ted Baker stuff, but I'm sure you can kind of Google or go online. I was checking them out online, and they do have an entire online shop. So if you're interested in getting something similar, they have amazing shoes. Like I said, I'm not a big shoe person, but I was looking on there and I was like, oh my God, I can think of like 5 pairs that I feel like I need to have. So these were a super, super sweet gift from him. I am so excited to rock these babies with something. And so there we go. Probably one of the most exciting things I feel like I am hauling today. Next up for shoes, I went over to Aldo, which we didn't have an Aldo where I used to live. So I was very excited when I walked in there. Very like good prices for shoes. And I especially like their sale section. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think that Aldo is one of those places where everything kind of eventually goes on sale. So I found these, and again, I can't tell you what they are called because I just don't have anything that tells me what they are. But they are these beautiful nude and kind of like silver gemmed flats. They kind of have that little cutout design. I know that has a specific name, but I cannot think of it for the life of me right now. It's bugging me. But anyway, they have that thingy, and I thought these were super, super cute. I was looking at some of the outfits that I purchased from H&M, and I thought these would work very well with a lot of them. And I have a pair of black flats and some other colors, but I do not have a pair of just really pretty nude ones. And for me, these are a little bit more fun because sometimes nude shoes I find to be very boring, but I think that these are kind of a little bit more jazzed up with the beautiful sparkliness, and very much, again, my style. Super comfortable too, so I was really, really happy with these, and they are half off. So if you're interested, I would go check out the Aldo website and just check out the sales section and maybe see if they have these there. I know that they have these in a different color too, but I think that they're only about 25 bucks, so super, super good deal. And then we did haul some stuff for Bryce. I thought that I would show you guys these in case you maybe have a man for your life you need to shop for. These are again from Aldo, and they are so cool. Bryce saw them immediately, and I was like, yeah, you need to have those. So it's just kind of got like almost a loafer kind of feel. Really, really great quality leather with sort of like a cloth here on the side. I like that the leather kind of has a little bit of, not a distressed look, but just has more of like a texture to it. I also love the brighter stitching. I always love that in shoes. And then it has the beautiful kind of camel color leather too, with sort of a blue insole. I don't know. I feel like this is a really, like, they paid a lot of attention to detail on this guy. And I definitely think if you have a man in your life, I feel like this is something that they would really, really like. It's very stylish, but for him it was kind of important that he doesn't like to go too dressy. There's sort of a level where he kind of stops, and this is probably it. So I think it's perfect for him, and really, really nice, like great quality shoe. So these are very cool too. Overall, I think we're both very obsessed with Aldo now. Like, it's probably one of my new favorites. And then very finally, we have the huge H&M bag. I'm so excited. This haul video is gonna be way too long. I'm sorry, guys. There is a lot of stuff in here. So let's get going. Again, working on building a new wardrobe. I went through and donated a bunch of my old clothes, and H&M right now is doing this thing where if you bring in some clothes that you no longer want, they can go towards their H&M Conscious line, and you get a 15% off coupon. So I was able to get 15% off of all this stuff. The first thing, and then they had another sale going on. Oh my gosh, I'm just being totally random, but they had 30% off all blouses in the store when I was shopping, so that was kind of good too. First thing I got was this pink. It's very similar to the shirt that I'm wearing today. I really love this color, this kind of blush pink shade. It's a very nice blazer. Kind of has the little cuffed arms there, and then it's got some sort of structure here in the shoulders, a little bit of padding, but not too much. Very kind of relaxed look, no buttons, anything like that. It's a very like casual kind of blazer, and I thought that it was just really pretty. So picked up this guy. And then on blazers again, I got one that I think is just a little bit more dressy, but it's still something I would wear day to day. It's got more structure here in the shoulder pads, which I didn't know if I would like. It's got that very kind of squared look, but when I put it on, I just absolutely fell in love with the way that this fitted. Again, no buttons or anything, so it still remains kind of casual, but what I thought was kind of cool about it is it has these sort of slits here in the sleeve. So it allows for a lot more movement of your arms, definitely for a blazer, especially like an H&M one, so not anything that's like way pricey. It's very comfortable. So I thought that this was cute. And then this line of shirts here, and by the way, I have never done like a whole like H&M haul or anything because again, we didn't used to have one where I lived. So I kind of went crazy. Again, I don't know what line of shirts these are, but they kind of almost have like a silky feeling to them. I bought this one, this white one, because it just seems like a material that, I mean, I can definitely see some wrinkles in here, but it doesn't seem like as prone to wrinkling as some fabrics do, so that's why I wanted it. This is a plain white button-up. Like, there's nothing fancy here. I think that you can disguise the buttons with this little flap thing, which I really like because I don't like buttons that show. I like when you can disguise them. So love that. But other than that, it's just a plain colored white button-up shirt because I actually don't have one of those. So I thought that that would be nice. I then got this baby. This is kind of got like the same sort of style. This is more of like a chiffon fabric, but it's black and then it has that beautiful ballerina pink shade, which again, I'm just obsessed with. Like anything that has this seashell, ballerina, blush pink, I really like it. I particularly like it when it's styled with black. I thought that the two pockets were really cute and it's kind of like a fun, I think that you can dress this up, dress this down, do a couple of things with it. So happy about that. And then this is probably my favorite shirt that I got. This is the same material that that earlier white button-up was made out of, except this has little tiny flowers all over it. I love it. It's got all different types of flowers. I love it. It makes me so happy. Very good like springtime shirt. It's the exact same material, exact same cut, has the disguised buttons again and everything, but it's got some more of a softer ivory color, and I think that the flowers are such a feminine and pretty, good like spring touch. Like I can't wait to break that one out. Then I bought a pair of pants. These are some ankle kind of slacks-ish. I don't know. I thought that these were cool because they have a little bit of like leather details, or faux leather I should say. So on the pockets there you got the little stripes, and then around the waist and the zipper lines you have that really pretty faux leather look. Very structured looking, very pretty. They hit right about the ankle and they have a slim cut, so they really hug the body quite nicely. What I thought was going to be great about these is just to wear with like heels and stuff, just because of the cut. I think that it's very flattering, very feminine. I really like the Parisian kind of style, so that's sort of what I'm trying to go for here, and I thought that those really kind of gave me that look. Then I got this beautiful, really flowy dress. This hits kind of like calf area. It's a very long skirt, and it's very flowy. So how I would wear this, and the way that I kind of picked it out with some of these shirts, is those button-up shirts that I wear, kind of tuck it in, put this at about my waist level, and then you just have this beautiful long flowy bottom that's like super twirly, super fun. Again, wear this with heels. You could wear this with flats too, because it's kind of at a good length where it's not going to drag on the floor or anything. But I think that with a pair of heels, it could really help to kind of dress it up even more. But just a basic long black skirt, very like thick and heavy, like good material on that one. All right, we're ending here soon. The next shirt that I got is this sort of lacy top. I need to do one of these buttons real quick, otherwise it's gonna look funky. So this is sort of like a teed look with that lace top there, and then the rest is just kind of like a, I don't know what this fabric would be. It's not scuba knit like that stuff that's been coming out recently, because I hate that. It's just kind of like a thicker, like you wouldn't necessarily have to wear an undershirt under this kind of, which I like. It's just kind of like a really nice opaque sort of material, and then it's got the really, really feminine, pretty sexy kind of lace at the top. I thought that this was really cool, and also has this kind of, this was the buttons that I was doing, kind of like a, I don't know, that really pretty buttoned back there. I thought that this would be a great date night shirt. I thought it'd be like a good special occasion. The rest of the stuff that I got is stuff that I'd wear like day to day. So for me, this is just kind of dressy with the lace details. I thought it was really nice. And then what I got to wear with that, kind of in particular, I don't like to do this. I like, you know, pieces that I can sort of mix and match, which I feel like a lot of these are, but I do like sometimes having outfits planned out. So I got this amazing skirt. Oh my God. I am obsessed with this skirt. It's a black and white flower skirt, has sort of a gold zipper there on the back, and then gold zipping details in the front. Pencil length skirt, but it's just got these beautiful black and white flowers on it. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Very kind of pretty, again, feminine, something that I think would be great on a date, or if you have like a concert or something kind of more special, something a little bit more formal. I thought this was really pretty. Being a pencil sort of length too, it's very appropriate. I feel like I could wear this anywhere and not feel like awkward or anything. I'm in a like grocery shop and something like this, but for any sort of special occasion sort of deal, I thought that that would be really nice. So that is it. We went through all of this stuff that I got. It only took 25 minutes. I hope that you guys enjoyed all this. Let me know again with any of the makeup products or anything you see if you'd like a more specific review. And that's all. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.